Hello and welcome to my home. Today I'm going to talk about gardening. Now I have other things on my channel as well. I have simple, easy to cook recipes and I have product reviews. Today I'm going to talk about seeds. It's time to start thinking about your planting for the spring, and you want your plants to be healthy. You want them growing in pots like this or in bigger pots that I'll show you as well. And the whole goal of planting is to have some fresh vegetables, but also to have something enjoyable to do. So there's two things you need to be concerned about when you're doing your garden. You have to know when to start your seeds. So two important things for starting your seeds is knowing what zone you're in and also knowing your frost dates. Think of the hardiness zone or your gardening zone similar to a time zone. It tells you what area you're in as far as your plants and what plants work best for the temperature and climate that you live in. I'm showing you now a map. It's called a gardening hardiness map, and it's found on USDA websites and it's found on various gardening sites. And the United States is broken up into various zones, and those zones correspond to temperature changes in that area. So when you look at this map, you see it's color-coded. For example, Topeka, Wichita, Oklahoma City are in the greenish colors for their zone. And I'm going to show you some other parts of the country. But when we go to that chart that I'm going to show you, it'll tell you based on the coloring of your area what zone you're in. Even has Hawaii and Alaska listed on here as well. It's very inclusive, and the zones are broken down even into subzones. So it's starting at Zone 1A, and on each side you'll show the temperature ranges for each zone, all the way down to 13B. So based on the coloring you saw on the map, it's going to correspond to one of these zones. Now it's good to have this information because when you look at dates to plant, if you look on the right hand side, frost-free dates by zone, it tells you when it's a good time to plant your spring garden when you're planting outside. So knowing those two bits of information will help you have a more productive gardening experience because you'll know when to plant your vegetables and what type of vegetables do best in your area and the growing season time length. And that's it for now. Bye-bye.